Hello everybody, I am Lucas from LoukasArts, and today we are checking out something pretty cool. So, today we are actually checking out my little line of armor abilities in vanilla survival. No, I did this last time. I was recording the video earlier. I was like, you can make these in survival, and I got really carried away. So, you cannot make these in survival. They are command block ed, as I do best. But basically, I did a previous video on this quite a while ago. Let's just get rid of this door. Showing off a couple of these, so I'll just put these to one side. I did the sprint, hologram, and jump pack armor abilities. These are based off of Halo Reach's armor ability system. So I did a video on this previously. I built all of these, however I only showed off jump pack, hologram, and sprint. So now I'm going to be showing you two of the other ones, evade and armor lock, and then next video, which is actually going to be up later today, I'm going to show you the drop shield and active camouflage. So let's hop right into it. So first off, we will actually move that away. There we go. So we will start off with the evade, because that is rather nice. Here we go. Plop. So, the evade armor ability, just like in the original game Halo Reach, will let you dash across the map. So here we have from these 2 points. At high speeds, however, you will not be able to use it for a while after that. Now, I did when I was building this with redstone and stuff, I did this the really long-winded way with lava techniques and timing and stuff like that. But I thought it was pretty cool, so let's go ahead and use it. So as you can see, if we activate it here, we'll be able to dash across the map here, get to this chest, and take the iron sword, or maybe the creeper spawn egg, I don't know. And you may have heard that ding there. That means that we are able to use our evade again. So as you can see, I am not allowed to use it again until I hear that ding sound. So I can use it again, come over, say hi to the horse, whatever, set off all these TNT. Then I can get ready for it again. And as you can see, if you actually use this while sprinting, it gives you a much better evade effect. As you can see, I crashed my face in the wall there, but that is just kind of how it works. So if I sprint here and then go wah, I got quite a bit further. But that is how evade works. So now we will move on to armor lock. Let me just rearrange these here and put this into my using armor ability slots. This slot 1 is going to be the area you should put your armor ability in, which signifies that it's active. That's why you would put it in the first slot, because that is your active armor ability slot. So I'm just going to cover this up a second, give us a bit more room. There we go. It's a bit over there. And now we will use the armor ability armor lock. So I'm going to hit F5 here so you can see what it's about. I'm going to crouch for effect. And now as you can see, when I activate this here, we have the glowy particles, we were strength, we had slowness, but basically what this would do in the game, you would crouch down, so you won't be able to move, but you would have this big bulky armor shield around you, which would protect you, personally, from fire. So as you can see here, we have the glowy armor effect down at the bottom. We cannot move, we have resistance on and slowness, and now we can move around again, because we have stopped using our armor ability. So yeah, that's how those two work in the field. Now we will go and see the redstone behind them. So here we have my redstone tower, as I call it. This is where I store all of the armor ability redstone. So I kind of limited myself to the different sizes here. Which one is this? This is the armor lock ability. We will show this one off now then. I will just move this into the slot so that I don't accidentally use it. I will turn that off for now. So what this is doing is testing for the closest player with selected item slot 0. Now selected item slot 0 is actually slot 1. It may seem a little confusing, but just trust me. It is seeing if inventory slot 0B, which is still slot 0, has an item with display name armor lock. Now the reason I've done this is because I wanted you to only be able to use the armor ability in the first slot. That way, if you have multiple armor abilities on you, you would have the active armor ability. You can just flick through them like this and be all, like, really overpowered and use all of them at once. So that was my reasoning behind doing that, rather than the other command of which I could have used, which would just search for it in any slot. So now we have this comparator comes off, these two comparators would be powered. This command would be then activated, which would execute at the player, summon creeper 1 block below them, with a powered score of 1 and a fuse of 1 jibillion. I don't know how many zeros that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that is. That's 100. Then that'd be 1,000, 10,000, a million, 10 million. I think that's 10 million, maybe. But that basically means that the creeper will not explode anytime soon, and it has the powered effect. So it has these funky particles that you saw earlier. Then what we'll do is, after this 1 tick of delay, it will give you the effects 11 and the effect 2, which is slowness and resistance, and this will give you resistance for 5 seconds and slowness for 5 seconds. And these two commands here will affect the creeper. Now this one gives it invisibility for 5 seconds, and this one will give it slowness. Now I'm actually just going to up this to like 500 seconds because it will kind of up it. And I keep saying seconds, I mean ticks, not seconds. Oh yeah, I do mean seconds, never mind. So this will just basically make the creeper invisible and make it not able to move. So now we have, oh no, that activates later, because when this command here and here is powered, the power will then go through, I just hit my foot, to this piece of redstone, and this repeater, this one, and it will go around this repeater circuit up until here, where it will teleport that creeper 10 blocks below the void, therefore killing it off, and then that is when your effects run out. So that is how the armor lock ability works. We'll just fly back up to the surface here and check it out one more time before we move on. One thing I would like to mention about the armor lock ability: you cannot use it on a surface that is 1 block thick, which is a shame, but I imagine your maps won't be 1 block thick and it will be quite easy to adapt them. Anyway, and I forgot I deactivated the command. Of course I would have, honestly. So let's just come down this ladder. And in fact, instead of showing it off now, we'll do it at the end of the video. We will show off the evade. You can tell it's evade because that's just flowing lava. So what I'm actually going to do is, I will actually activate evade first to kind of show you kind of what happens really quickly there. And then, there we go. So we'll deactivate this and tell you that this is a comparator clock, constantly running this redstone line into this block, which is testing for evade in your first slot this time. So it's just the same command as before. You can see it in the chat there. So if you ever want to know whatever every one of these commands are, they will be in the chat. I will not be able to put them all in the description though, because there is quite a few. So what this will happen next is that this comparator will be powering this block. What this will do is we'll then go on to power this repeater, and after a tick of delay, it will then affect the player with 118, which is speed for 8 seconds, with a multiplier of 8 for 1 second, which gives you that speed boost effect. It will then also, after that, the redstone line will carry through to this piece of redstone and power this block. So once that happens, it will power this repeater and this repeater. Now what will happen first is this repeater will be powering this block, and in conjunction this piston. Now what that will do is we'll push this block up on like this, and the lava will be able to flow through like so. And also when that block is powered, it will also go on to power these two. And what these will do is, after 2 ticks of delay, we'll go on to power this piece of redstone, then pulling this block back here. And that is what that will do. So now, whilst that is happening, this lava is going to be running down here like so. Now once this gets to the end, that would have already powered, and then we have the block updater, which tests for the lava being able to be flowed into this spot here. Now this pushes this block up and activates this piece of redstone here, which then goes down, powers that piston, and pushes the block back into place, meaning you are able to use evade again. And also out here, if you didn't notice, We also have this redstone block, which is attached to this slime block here, which will then activate this command, which will play sound nurse.harp at the player, just kind of telling them, okay, it's okay to use your powers again. So now you may have noticed that this block is permanently up, and you're thinking, well, won't you have to reset the system every time? No, you will not, because if I power this again, this will come back through here, do all of its fun jumbo stuff, and when this powers this, what it will do is it will still power that piston, and that will come up and actually pull the block back down. And now, instead of timing for the lava flowing in, it will test it for it flowing out. And that is how that works. So, you're probably thinking there is a time difference between there, but it's very small and very unnoticeable, so it doesn't really matter. So, the only thing about my evade, which is different to the game, is that you can change direction mid-evade, but it's very difficult to kind of get that on point. So what we are actually going to do now is down back through here. I'm going to activate these commands again by turning on the comparators. Here's this one, we'll turn you on, and we'll just kind of bust through the floor here. Hello. And hello. So this is this. We'll turn this one back on. We will come out here. And we'll test them out one more time on our little testing pad here. So once again, this is evade. You can run around for a little while and apparently fall off of here. We can't use it again until we hear the well-cued ding sound. Are you going to activate ding sound? It seems that a ding sound isn't happening anytime soon. Maybe it already happened and I've got my game on mute, but very odd. Ding. There we go. I probably was talking over it and I didn't hear it. But now we will look at the armor lock for one last time. So we will go here and grab it. As you can see, we get the resistance and slowness effects. We get that cool little glowy particle effect there, and now we can walk around as usual, having not taken any damage whatsoever. So guys, if you like this video, do leave a like, very appreciated, and of course check out my previous video on these three, the jump pack, hologram, and sprint, and check out my next video, which will be the drop shield and active camo abilities. Very cool. So also guys, you should subscribe for more Minecraft content if you want to see more of me and more of this. And then guys, you can comment below on what you'd like to see next time. So guys, that's the only thing left to say. We all know that. Yeah, goodbye.